The fire was blazing in her eyes, getting dizzy off love and cheap red wine.
Hey, we're in Acadia National Park. We're actually on the Schoodic Peninsula and we're working our way down to the point. We chose the Schoodic Peninsula because it's kind of the little known territory of Acadia National Park. So we're going to get on foot and take a little walk down to the shoreline, check that out, and then work our way down to the point. But from what we've seen so far, this is pretty impressive stuff. And we just got done talking to a park ranger. He stopped us and asked us about our permit and kind of shared some new angles and stuff like that, and some new places we could experience while we're on the peninsula. So let's go take a walk. You gotta stand there in the middle of it.
You need to do what?
You need to go stand in the middle of it and be like, douche!
Who's going to stand in the middle of it? It's
you!
It's not
the
me.
No Gabby's Allowed sign.
Waiting on you is like trying to catch a train from a town that don't have a track. And every time I try to buy a ticket on the line, my coins just fall through the cracks. So I just stick my thumb into the air. The car never comes, I come undone, left standing there. Like a ghost in these modern times. I'm like a ghost in these modern times. Like a ghost in these modern times. Looking for you is like being in this house. You're in the floors and in the walls. I shake down the rug.
Absolutely amazing, man. I mean, this is definitely something out of this world. I mean, just the surf, you know, we even got to hit gravel road. I mean, just seeing everything has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Tim, I agree. This is something to remember for sure. So we're kind of running a little bit behind. Next stop is Castine, and we're going to be meeting up with Suzanne Eaton there. And maybe having some seafood and some beers tonight. What do you say for that?
I'm always up for food and beer. Just wish we had a little bit more time to appreciate all this, man. I'm absolutely in awe of all this.
Waiting on you is like trying to catch a train from a town that don't have a track.
Pretty funny shit.
Welcome to Castine, the way life should be. Well, we have a dock too, but we have moorings.
Yeah.
Those are the big white balls.
Well, you can moor it or you can tie it up.
Yeah, mooring means to come park it, have some, shower up, have some food, hang out
No,
for the
no,
night.
no, 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 no. A mooring is the big white ball, and you come up on your boat, pick up the pennant line, hook it up,
There's one right there.
and you float out. Yeah, see how low? Well, you can't see it.
Yeah. You those white buoys?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So how do they get back to those? They have like a little...
It's called the dinghy.
They all got dinghies.
Just a little dinghy.
Just a little...
Not much, but just a little dinghy.
We're in... we're not driving right now. We're in Castine.
We're packed.
We're
We're packed on the corner over to Castine.
Yeah.
And all's good.
What she said.
Having a little PBR, maybe a little Allen's, and Jesus, an awful good time. Come on over.
Welcome to Castine, Maine.
She's weathered. Well, I'm the 4th generation of a family-owned boatyard. My great-grandfather was born in Deer Isle and rode over here in a rowboat with his wife and his cook stove and came to this house over here, and that's where the boatyard originally started. My grandfather and great-grandfather built over 50 different boats here, most of which we still service here at the yard. I was born here. I was born on Father's Day almost 44 years ago at 4:44 in the morning, and 4 hours later at 8:30 my father had me down here at the boatyard. Pretty good Father's Day gift, and here I am running the works for him. My grandfather would roll over in his grave if he knew that I was running the business. I was by my dad's side 24/7. We also plow snow. I'd go plow snow with him. I'd wake up in the morning and, Dad, can I go plowing with you? He's like, yep, but what about school? I'm like, well, if there's school, you can drop me off. If school is canceled, I'll come with you. I'm your ring woman. Yes, yes, big passion. Roll out the red carpet, we give them the royal treatment, and they always come back. I love people. People are awesome. I'm a people person. Bring it on. And my customers, I have a lot of customers that have been coming here for years, and they love me, and they call me, and hey, oh, see, they love me. Generations and generations of being known and liked and loved, and it's a special thing.
Okay, go ahead. What are you going to do?
So we are at Dennett's Wharf in Castine, Maine, and we're about to do the dollar trick. So I've shown them already. I don't know if I can show you without paying for $1, but we take a thumbtack, stick it through George's nose, $50 on top, fold it up, and if we don't hit any nails or rotten wood, it should stick up there. All right, here's your 5-second warning. All right, on your mark, get set. Up there, and over time the dollar will unfold in half. So you guys are permanently on the ceiling there.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Hey!
Yeah.
You come into the bar, restaurant, whatever, no matter here, Dennett's, whatever, the locals just see everybody that they know. I remember my aunt came up and visited one time. She sat on my front porch. She was from Boston, South Boston. She met more people sitting on my front porch in 2 days than she'd ever met living in South Boston. Suzanne said, 4 generations of her family in town. There's so many families that have, even if they're just summer people, their families have owned these houses for 100 years. And they just come up in the summertime only.
Salmon and white, salmon and white. Oh, what will I wear to Castine tonight? My memory of Castine.
We spent the night last night in Castine, and one of the people we were hanging out with came up with the idea that we should crash on the beach and camp right on the shore. So that's exactly what we did. It was nice to wake up to just the beach right in front of us. So this is really nice. I think we're going to spend the rest of the day here in Castine today and actually go out on a boat and tell a story about Kate. We met her last night, and should be a good rest of our time here.
Yeah, so my name is Kate. I'm from Portland, Maine. I usually row from where you're sitting, so we'll see how this goes. It's not going to be graceful. So we bought the boat 4.5 years ago, and it We bought it from a man who had been sitting in his yard for a decade with just a tarp on it, so it needed a lot of work. And it was about 1.5 years before it got in the water. And then we got it in the water, and we've only lived aboard for summers, so we've done May through October, and then have traveled in the winters mostly. Yeah, so it's 3 years, I guess. I have a boyfriend who is currently down in Gloucester, Massachusetts. He sails on the schooner Adventure. This is a deckhand down there, but we moved up to Castine because he is getting his mate's license, a 1,600-ton mate's license up here. Okay. So we moved up here in September, and we brought the boat up about a month ago. I took the first job that was offered, and thankfully it's been a good one. I work at the Historical Society, so I'm there. I do administrative stuff there, and then I'm at a daycare in the afternoons. And right now I'm doing a little bit of work for the yacht club in exchange for my mooring for the summer. Her name is Sea Robin. Okay, I'm gonna get blown right off her, and I'm gonna come around up on the other side here. It's just a wonderful way to be outside and be on the water, and yeah, I mean, I get to wake up in a place like this every day, which is just awesome, and I feel so lucky. Yeah. I can never afford oceanfront property, so yeah. Here this is. Yeah, it's a 29-foot Islander. Yeah. Yeah, it was built by Wayfarer Yachts in 1967. When they were out of California, they're now actually out of Camden.
Is this the number for the boat? Right?
Yeah, that's the number for the boat, and then net 5 is the tonnage, so it's 5 net tons. Propane for the grill. I have a gas in the engine and then alcohol in the stove. Will, with a little bit of my input sometimes when I could help, built a lot of the systems on the boat, so he's done a ton of work on the engine, and he put the whole head in. They're great engines, they'll go forever if you keep up with them. You know, I think the next boat we have we'll have a diesel, and having him do that really helped me learn. You know, yeah. I wouldn't have learned otherwise. I mean, not how it all works. We met working in a restaurant. We both worked in restaurants, and we met working in a restaurant in Portland. We'd started dating 2 weeks before we bought the boat, and we were sort of in this like haze of love, and we went to see the boat, and we're like, I mean, it was full of junk. Like, you couldn't walk down this little area here. It was so full of junk. But the old man who sold it to us was just the most charming old guy. He was an old clock fixer. He like fixed antique clocks all over the state of Maine, and he took us into his little workshop, and it was like this treasure trove. It had you know, I walked into the room and there was a newspaper from D-Day on the floor. Like, it was amazing. And he had this little workshop in back with all his tiny watch pieces and clock pieces in little drawers, and so we were just totally charmed by him, and he was so sweet, and we really wanted a boat, and we were sort of drunk with love, so we bought it for $2,300. Wow. Yeah, these are the records that we were given when we bought it, and old stickers. Here's our bill of sale. This is kind of cool. And then this is ours. Oh yeah. So, yeah, Harry Hepburn.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
Very cool.
I got a ways to go while the moon hangs high. I'll still hold the she's mine. I've waited too long years for this one night. I'll still hold the she's mine. I've been down.
We started in a big city, you know. Portsmouth is a fairly large city in my terms, and we moved out into the backcountry, and you know, we were out there for almost 2 weeks, and now here we are again in kind of the epicenter of, you know, activity and, you know, everything that's going on, and I don't know, it's just, there's so many facets of this adventure that's just been a life lesson, and how different people live and how different people are. But one thing has resonated through our entire trip, through New Hampshire and through Maine, is that no matter where you are, you know, people have welcomed us in, and have been interested in what we're doing and have embraced, you know, this documentary or this, you know, this adventure series.
Everything's kind of setting in right now. I mean, at one point it was 9 of us, and became 6 of us, and became 4 of us, and 3 of us. So it's definitely been a little more intimate the past couple days. I've definitely enjoyed it. You know, I've enjoyed the whole trip. And just now we get a chance to sit back and reflect on what we did.
This has been a truly awesome experience, and you know, I feel very fortunate to have, you know, the team with us and everybody contribute as much as they had. You know, through the series, it's, you know, without them, I'd be a dude carrying a camera, filming myself, and that's not what it's about. It's sharing those experiences and sharing those, you know, those values from every angle. That's what it kind of comes down to, and getting people outside.
We're getting to tell a lot of stories that wouldn't otherwise go untold, and places that would otherwise go unseen. So, I mean, my main satisfaction from this trip is just kind of telling those stories and documenting those stories and just getting those people out there. And there's just so many awesome people on the trip, you know, as far as from the team and the people that we met. And I mean, it's been surreal.
It's been a little sad, you know, to see people go in their own directions. You know, I know everybody's happy to see their family. I'm super excited to see my wife and my little boy and my dogs and stuff. And
I think we've accomplished everything that we set out to accomplish on this trip, and that's where the satisfaction comes in. And I think us as a team kind of flowed tremendously together, and we were able to get stuff done when we needed to. And waking up early wasn't necessarily my favorite thing, but it had to be done for us to stay on schedule, and that's what we did. So we'll see how the season plays out, and we'll see you in season 4.
But these assholes are starting to be loud, so, you know.
She was standing there in a white cotton gown. She fell into my arms and cried. And I promised her I'd never leave her side. The fire was blazing in her eyes, getting dizzy off love and cheap red wine. She wrapped me